Hi, my name is Grace, and today I'm going to do a book haul for you. So recently I just got back from a trip to Europe with a couple of my best friends. We went to Norway and we went to London and we had a blast. And while we were in London, I picked up just a couple of books. So I just thought I would share that with you. I think I picked up 15 books in London, but 4 of them are not mine. I'll get to that in a second. And then I'm also going to show you like 3 books I've gotten since coming back from Europe. I came back the 21st of June, so like it's been like almost a month.
I just want to say that I filmed this like a while ago. I filmed this in July and I'm editing this August 6th, so it has been a little bit and I just like haven't gone around to actually editing it. So if it seems a little outdated, that's why, and you'll see like some books that I talked about on this that I ended up reading in July that I talked about in my wrap-up, which was uploaded first. So if you see that, that is the reason. It's just because I'm lazy and I have not edited it until today, so sorry.
I've gotten 3 other books since then. I just figured I would show them. And the rest are from London. So if you're wondering how I did this, my little travel hack was that I packed like all of my clothes and toiletries, like everything I actually needed in my actual checked luggage, and my carry-on luggage was empty when we flew in. And so I knew I was gonna buy books and I did that so that I actually had a space to put them and I didn't have to ship them. So all of this fit in my carry-on except for one thing, which I will show in a second. So let's get into it. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna show you is the 3 books I've gotten since being home. 2 of which I've already read. One I haven't read is Off to the Races by Elsie Silver. This is the Gold Rush Ranch series. I love Elsie Silver. I read Wild Love when I was actually in London. I read it on my Kindle. Love that. I have a copy of that. And then I've read the whole, what is it called? Oh, Chestnut Springs. I read the Chestnut Springs series at the beginning of this year. Loved those. This is her first series she ever wrote, and it follows, not this book, but I know one of the books follows the sister of the Eaton family. She's like in the Chestnut Springs books a little bit, but she's not really talked about that much. Yeah, so I haven't read these, and they were indie published, but now they're getting re-released because Bloom Books picked up all of Elsie Silver's books. So they're getting re-released, and I want to get them as they come out because the first like batch of all of them is going to have these cool spines that connect and have like a horse. My grandma actually bought this for me when we went to Barnes & Noble the other day. She was getting a Nook and she got this for me because she loves gift giving. That's like her love language. I got that from her. Then the next 2 books I did purchase like with my own money. I graduated college recently and I had a gift card when I came back home, and I just figured I would buy these because I've read both of them and didn't own them. So the first one I also read on my trip, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. I had this as a loan from Libby, so I read it on my Kindle when I was in Norway. Loved it, 5-star read. I had to get it. I had to get it in hardcover because my other 3 Hunger Games books I have are in hardcover. I think I'm gonna reread the Hunger Games books soon. I might make a video about it, who knows. The next book I got was The Fake Out. This is part of the Vancouver Storm series. It's by Stephanie Archer. The first one is Behind the Net, which I really loved, and then I read this one on Kindle, and I think I liked this one even more. I think I give this a 5-star. In the moment when I finish books, I like give books a higher rating probably than what they deserve. I think if I really thought about it, it'd probably be like a 4.5. It's really good. And the next one I think comes out in November. It's called The Wingman. I love the series. I really recommend it. I know some people don't, but I don't know, something about it I just really. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the actual books that I got in my trip. All of these are from London. Most of them are from Waterstones. We went to Waterstones, Blackwells, and we went to a couple other like indie small ones. I didn't really get things there just because I had like a specific list of things I wanted going into them, and those stores just didn't have the books I wanted. unfortunately. Otherwise, I totally would have gotten them at the indie bookstores. But yeah, most of these are from Waterstones, and one of them is from Blackwells, and I'll tell you which one. When I said earlier that 4 of these are actually not for me, they're actually for my sister. So if you're my sister and you're watching this, please stop. I got my sister the Hunger Games like Waterstones edition, and I went to London in June. I was in London in June, and my sister had been wanting these. Like, she had mentioned it like months ago that she wanted these, and of course I was gonna get them for her. And then she brought it up again while I was there. She was like, can you please like look for these books for me? And her birthday is coming up at the very end of July. So my plan was I was gonna be like, oh, I can't get these books for you. Like, I'm sorry, I can't find them. I went everywhere and they don't have them. And I was actually gonna get them and then surprise them with her for her birthday, which is exactly what I'm gonna do. But imagine my shock and horror when I get home from London, and like literally, I think 2 days after I got home, Barnes & Noble announced that they're basically releasing these same exact books, but they're paperback versions and they have sprayed edges. So really went through all of that for nothing. I think the hardcovers are prettier, but I'm also biased because I went through a lot of effort to get them. So, but here they are. They're very pretty. The packaging got a little ripped. I don't know if you can tell, but it's really gorgeous. I obviously haven't opened them, so I haven't seen inside, but I've like seen some videos and they're beautiful. I'm very excited to give these to her. I hope she likes it. I hope she doesn't know that I did this. Like, I hope she's not suspecting it. And now we're on to the main thing, which is the 11 books that I actually got in London for myself. It was a lot of money and it did hurt my credit card and my wallet, but it was worth it. I have an issue where there's a lot of books that I really want to read, but I refuse to buy them because the covers are so ugly, especially if they have like, if a cover's ugly and there's not like an alternate cover that's prettier, then I'll be like, okay, fine, like I'll just get the book because the cover's gonna be ugly no matter what. But I have a real problem reading a book that's like the US edition of a book if it's uglier than the UK version, because I'm just always gonna be jealous of the people who have the UK versions on their shelves, and I'm always just gonna be upset about it. So when I found out I was going to London, I was like, well, all these books I want to read, I'll just wait and I'll just buy them. That's why I bought all of these, and I did buy a whole series at a time, which I don't usually do, but I was there. The biggest series I think I bought, which is I'm most excited to read and I have not picked up, is the Magnolia Parks universe. Very excited. If you don't know what the US covers look like, I'll flash them up on the screen. They're so hideous, so ugly. I absolutely hate them. Ugly ass, like Sex and the City, Gossip Girl, but in a bad way. Like, I mean that offensively. Whoever made that decision, I genuinely like don't understand how they even came up with that. So, but anyway, so this is the first one, Magnolia Parks. We love her. I think this is my favorite cover out of all of them. I just love it. Like, I just think it's so pretty. I don't really know anything about this series. I know that the first book is hit or miss for a lot of people because it's like a romance, but there's like, it's like toxic relationships. So I know a lot of people don't tend to like the first book, but they love Daisy Hates, which I'm really excited about. In the second one, we entered the Daisy Hates universe. Love this cover as well. It's so pretty. The guns are crazy, but you know what? And then we enter Magnolia Parks, The Long Way Home. Also a beautiful cover, so pretty. The back, gorge. Like, you can't tell me that the US covers are better. Like, I know people, there's a lot of people who don't hate the US covers in the way that I hate them, but I don't think I've ever met someone who prefers the US covers. The US covers are so ugly. No offense if you do prefer them, but seek help. Daisy Hates the Great Undoing. Love her. I've heard this one is so good. Like, I know Rachel Catherine is obsessed with this book. Oh, is there footnotes in this? Oh, I did not know that. Maybe that's a spoiler, so I'm not gonna. This is the back, the little daisy, so cute, so fresh. And then the most recent release is Magnolia Parks Into the Dark. I've heard great things about this. I don't actually love this cover. The woman is just like kind of uncanny valley to me. I'm assuming this is Magnolia. She's a little uncanny valley to me, but you know what? That's okay. It's just gorgeous. The back, little deer in a bathtub. Don't know really what that means, but these books, I will say, like, UK books are not floppy at all. You pick and choose, you know what I'm saying? The next series I got is the Once Upon a Broken Heart trilogy. I think that's the name of this trilogy. I'm not 100% sure. This is the second series attached to the like Carval universe. I have not read those books, nor do I even own those books, but that's fine. I know I will one day, and this is another US cover that I absolutely think is so ugly. I think the US covers of these books are hideous. I needed these. They're just so gorgeous. Like, hello. We have Once Upon a Broken Heart. So pretty. The pink. And then we have The Ballad of Never After. I think there's an alternate cover to this that's blue, or there was, because that one's really pretty too. But this is also gorgeous. I mean, not mad about this. I mean, even like the back, like just, it's so like fairy tale-esque, and I know that that's like the vibe of this book, and I feel like the US covers do not give fairy tale. And then this one I think is my favorite. This was like maybe a Waterstones edition. Oh, so cute. It has little like, I don't know what these are called, but little like not inserts. I don't know what these are called. I'm very excited to read the Carvel series one day, and then I can actually read these. I know some people read these second and they still like them and they still make sense, but I don't know, I want to read the Carvel series too, so I'm going to. Next is an incomplete series I bought. I wanted to get the whole series, but then I was just like, it felt like a lot of books, and I had a feeling they weren't gonna fit in my suitcases, and they definitely would not have if I bought these, so I'm glad I didn't. I bought the first two books in the Boys of Tommen series. I bought Binding 13 by Chloe Walsh. Love that cover. And Keeping 13. So cute. I've heard such great things about these books, and I'm very excited. Very, very excited to read them. The one book I got from Blackwells is The Bee Sting by Paul Murray. It has to be Murray. I just love this cover so much. I love yellow. It's my favorite color. The US cover is fine, and this is like the only book that I didn't like go to London with this on my list, and I had never really thought about the US cover versus UK cover of this book. It's been like on my wish list to read because I'm just curious, and I've heard such good things about it. But I saw this there and I was like, I have to get this cover because this one's, I just love it. I just think it's so cute. So yeah, that's all of the books I got in London, plus a couple little extra ones. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah, thank you for watching.